Hey guys, it's John in Brooklyn. Welcome back to the farm. We're just knocking out some chores that needed to get done. We showed you a million pig moves, so we didn't take you through the whole process, but you can see back here by the pond that Mabel and Shiloh, it was time to go. Now they're arguing over food, but someone's been rooting, which doesn't really matter. But anyway, we added one more fence to their pen as well. Same with Ryder and Smitten up there. We'll go check them out before we head back up towards the house. But here's Mabel and Shiloh. We've talked before. She's our biggest female, and he's probably our biggest boar right now. They're not all done growing yet. How you doing, bud? Look at those tuskers. We are going to try and get a video. We've never trimmed tusks before. But we're going to try and get some tusks trimmed before we put the boars back together, so that way they figure out who's the most dominant. They're not hurting each other. Bless you, Mabel. Big sneeze. But she is the one we are not sure of if she is bred. Although we have another pig that is hard to notice when she comes into heat, and that's Millie. So she may have already been bred. We don't know. Fingers are crossed. We're hoping that she is bred. But we did add another fence, so they've got a bigger area. And we think this will suffice until it's time for them to go into the farrowing barn and get ready to have piglets. So that's one reason we added another fence. We are getting some rain tomorrow. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the area too bad. But these old quack shacks, pallet shelters that we made for the ducks back here are working out fantastic, and we've just been rotating them around. You can see here, I tried to get in with the tractor and scrape this down and flatten it, but it's just a little too wet back here. We've just been rotating them around this shelter. This is the third move since they've been in here, and they've got some more area to check things out. I wonder if Shiloh can smell a Ryder over there. There's Ryder over there trying to figure out his big area. Now they can see each other. They're brothers. Not that they're going to do anything. They're too far away. They might smell each other, but they should be fine. So we've got to check out some chickens today, and we've also cleaned out the farrowing barn. We want to show you what we did there and how we're getting that sanitized for new litters. So let's run around, check out a few things, and see how they're going. Okay, here's the other pen that we had just got moved. Two fences. You can see it was ready. They did not rip this up that great or that much, but it was time to move. There's Ryder, Shiloh's brother. They can definitely see each other. You see him checking out, what's that pig doing over there? But anyway, they are brothers. They probably don't remember that. Maybe they do. But we've got Ryder and Smitten up here. They've got a new area. Same thing, we added a third fence. It's kind of a longer, skinnier run, but that's just how it worked out. If we need to, we'll be able to go out that direction and have another run. So we'll do all our pig stuff first, and then we'll get back with the chickens. Last video, we moved these guys. Let's go check them out and see how they're doing. All right, so last video we talked about moving these guys, and we were talking about how the younger pigs inside the farrowing barn were pooping in their house, which was on the other side of the house. So I just want to check and see if they've learned. Jamie and I were talking, and we were thinking maybe those flaps kind of felt like a door for them, and they just didn't want to get up and go out. We don't have any flaps or anything on the door here. So I'm hoping that they are going out and pooping. And if you look around, there is no poop in here. So, hey, maybe they're learning. Let's see who's over here. We got Millie and Dandelion. Kind of enjoying this shade. It's a little bit cooler in the barns. Tuck is outside. But so these piglets have been in here 3, maybe 4 days. I'm thinking 3, I can't remember, but no poop inside, so that is awesome. And we talked about naming Connie and Claire. This spot is huge for 5 piglets. That was the first thing Brooklyn said the other day. Man, that's a big spot for 5 piglets, but like we said, we're gonna keep them in here probably until they move to their permanent homes. So also gotta watch out, these white pigs. You see this big old fat white pig laying here. They can still get a sunburn. We do put up shade cloths. Man, you got a full belly. Oh, that is a full belly. So, do you remember who that pig is from? That big
that
white
pig
one?
is from Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean. Who was Jelly Bean? I think we talked about that. Who's she with? I don't even remember.
I think she was with Ryder.
Maybe Ryder.
It was either Ryder or Henry.
Yeah, Ryder or Henry. Doesn't really matter. You got a big old full belly of food though. I bet you were eating good this morning. So, and that ginger one, was that a penny?
Everyone except for the ones from New Mexico are from Jelly Bean, actually.
Okay, these are all Jelly Beans
Yeah.
last, except for Connie and Claire over here from New Mexico. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that and check on and see if they had been using the bathroom in their house, which they haven't. So I don't know, maybe it was the flaps, maybe it was just because, I don't know. I don't know why they did it, but there's plenty of room for them to use their bathroom over there and still have room to sleep. So I did go in and kind of gave the Farrowing Barn a full clean the other day. So I want to go in there and show you that and show you what else we're going to do to get that ready for piglets, because we do have piglets coming. I can't remember the date, but Jamie told you guys last video, we've got litters coming soon. Do we know when?
Starting the middle to end of April.
And so we needed to get that sterilized. So let's go up and check out the Farrowing Barn, see how that's looking. All right, guys, like most barns, this has been very dusty, a lot of cobwebs. So I just went in, once we got them cleaned out, I raked out all the areas, and we used our Giraffe Tools hose, which is awesome. It retracts, pulls out. I'm able to get it all the way in here, and I just sprayed everything down, doors, walls, tops of everything that were dirty. And we've got this partially cleaned out. Now I'm letting it dry. We've taken down the flaps for winter, just kind of hung them up by their pens so we know what is what. Still kind of drying out in here. We'll rake it out one more time, and then we're going to put some DE in here. DE is diatomaceous earth. It's good for killing any fleas, lice, ticks. I don't think any of that's in here, but we always use it as a precautionary step when we are cleaning the barn out, and just helps us to feel better. We also need to bring in some dirt. You can see there's some low spots here, low spots in between pens, little piglets sticking their snouts under, and so we're gonna bring in some dirt and fill in the low spots. We're gonna sprinkle some DE down, and this is one of the pens where they were pooping and peeing inside. We're probably gonna get some deodorizer. We've never used that before, but we think we're gonna try that out, see how it works. I'll also put some dirt over top of it. But the barn is ready. I sprayed the walls. Most of the cobwebs are down. It looks a lot better in here than it has in a while, but I mean, it is a barn. It's gonna be dusty and dirty. Hopefully we'll be having 8 litters in here. Well, we'll have 7 in here and another litter at the pallet shelter, but the barn is ready. And we're excited about that. We've got a little bit of time, but it's nice to have it done and ready. I've still got to clean this up. It is a mess. I've still got to clean this stall, get these brooders out of here, but all in good time. We'll have this ready, and we'll have pigs in here as well. So really happy with the barn, how it's turned out. It's been great for having pigs in here, and I know it's farrowing, not farrowing, but we call it the Farrowing Barn. So let's see, we got a couple things to do with chickens. So let's go check out our chickens and see what's going on with them. All right, guys, brown sex links have been laying like crazy. We've got 16 left. We've been getting 15 eggs. Also, they've got a bad habit of scratching all their feed out of here. So what we're gonna do, Brooklyn and I, we've got the caps to the feeders. This used to be Brooklyn and Isaiah's chore every evening. They'd have to come put the caps in, but chickens weren't wasting it, and we weren't too worried about other animals getting in. So we're gonna cap these off. These come with the feeders when you get them, and we're just gonna make them eat the feed that they've spilled out. So that's one way to get them to use it. We've got some rain coming, so I want them to eat this up before it gets wet. We'll take you up to the young chickens and show you that that is not always the case. They don't always take this feed out, but I've said it before, chickens like to scratch and pick things off the ground, so they will eat this feed so it doesn't go to waste. We still do like these feeders, they're working out well. Now they've just got to eat this off the ground. So just to show you, you remember we were not getting a lot of eggs. Most of that was because of the time of year, but they have been laying like crazy now, and these are nice big. Look at this, Brooke. I just said nice big eggs.
Oh my gosh.
We got a fairy egg today. Look at that, and it's dark brown. That's kind of cool, but normal size fairy eggs. But they have been nice and big, and we've been getting 15. It doesn't look like they're quite done today. You can put those back in there. We'll just come pick them up this evening, but nothing better than a basket full of eggs and a partial. So anyway, let's go check out the Australorps and the Bielefelders just to show you that not all chickens scrape their feed out of here and make a big mess. But now that this is capped off, they will go ahead and clean this up for us, and it will be nice. We'll take those out in the morning so they can get back and get more food once they've cleaned this up. All right, next couple days we are going to be working on moving chickens, and the plan was to get them over up against those pines over there. So we'll be moving them with 25 or so chickens in these, and they're almost getting to be full grown. These get really heavy, so I'm not going to move them the whole way in one move. We'll move them over a couple days, but they'll have fresh area. So you can see the Bielefelders, their feeders, not a huge mess everywhere, so they're cleaning it up nice. I haven't checked today, but we haven't had any Bielefelder eggs yet, so they take a little bit longer than the Australorps, and these guys do hang out in the house quite a bit, and I don't know why, but hey, if they enjoy it in there, that is totally fine. So I don't see any eggs. We don't even have their bar down yet because they haven't laid any. Normally we wait till we find an egg inside and then we'll put their bar down. So I don't see any right now. Which ones do you like better, sis? You like the Bielefelders or the Australorps, or about the same?
I don't know. Our old batch of Bielefelders, they were really friendly, but these guys, we haven't spent much time with them, so they're kind of skittish.
Yeah, but we haven't had to worry about attacks by roosters either yet. We've never had an attack by a Bielefelder rooster. Not saying it won't happen, but normally the roosters are pretty awesome and quite friendly. So anyway, they're doing well, getting big too. So we're kind of excited. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to be hatching out eggs this year. I'd like to do a lot of these Australorps. They're great layers. We'll do some Bielefelders as well, just because we really like that breed of chicken. And once again, you can see here with the Australorps, there is no waste coming from this feeder. So they're doing a lot better than the other birds, but definitely the Australorps are quite pretty too. It's hard to see, but they have that green shine in the sun, don't they?
Yeah.
So I'm also thinking about crossbreeding Australorps with Bielefelders just to kind of see what we'll get. Check and see if we've got any eggs yet this morning. We had 4 the other day, so they're kind of picking up. It's kind of early. Ooh, we got 3 so far. So a little bit smaller still. We did have a double yoker from these guys. We tend to find that, at least I think, the younger chickens lay more double yolks than the older ones. So anyway, just wanted to show you that these guys are not getting the feed all messy, but the other ones kind of are. And these guys will be trudging across the property here soon. We'll get them some new grass, and they'll be doing well. We'll also have some more shade for them. It's not that hot out, so that's not a big deal yet this time of year, but we do want to get them up in the shade, so maybe that will keep them out of their house a little more. Looks like we've got 4 big old roosters in this group, huh?
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we appreciate you following us along today, getting a few chores knocked out, getting some animals moved, and taking care of some things that needed to be fixed up. We've got that barn ready to go, and it's going to be an exciting time when these piglets get here. So if you haven't already, make sure
you like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram and also Facebook, and don't forget to make the change.
All right, we'll see you on the next video.